the world away for a minute, pretend I don't live in it. Sunshine gonna wash my blues away. Had sweet love, but I lost it. She got too close, so I fought it. Now I'm lost in the world, trying to find me a better way. Wishing I was deep, deep in the water somewhere. Got the blue sky breeze and it don't seem fair. Only worry in the world is the tide gonna reach my chair. Sunrise, there's a fire in the sky. Never been so happy, never felt so high. And I think I might have found me my own kind of paradise. Wrote a note, said be back in a minute. Bought a boat and I sailed off in it. Don't think anybody's gonna miss me anyway. Mind on a permanent vacation. The ocean is my only medication. Wishing my condition ain't ever gonna go away. Cause now I'm deep, deep in the water somewhere. Got the blue sky breeze blowing wind through my hair. Only worry in the world is the tide gonna reach my chair. Sunrise, there's a fire in the sky. Never been so happy, never felt so high. And I think I might have found me my own kind of paradise. This champagne shore washing over me. It's a sweet, sweet life, living by the salty sea. One day you could be as lost as me. Change your geography, maybe you might be. Deep, deep in the water somewhere. Got the blue sky breeze blowing wind through my hair. Only worry in the world is the tide gonna reach my chair. Sunrise, there's a fire in the sky. Never been so happy, never felt so high. And I think I might have found me my own kind of paradise. Come on in, the water's nice. Find yourself a little slice. Grab a backpack and lunch. You never know until you try. When you lose yourself, you find the key to paradise.
55 of them.
It's been a wreck, me, week, 60 plus from dawn to dusk in the red dirt heat, busting it up for a couple of bucks, but it ain't no thing. Just another day till I'm on my way to them cool, cool sheets. And you and me working on the night shift, baby.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Nichols College baseball field for today's non-conference matchup featuring the Lions of Wheaton College and your Nichols College Bison. Now it's me today's starting lineup. First for the visiting Lions, leading off and playing second base, number 21, Tommy Beauregard. Batting second and playing center field, number 9, Robbie Lyons. Batting third and playing third base, number 18, Casey Wensley. Batting fourth and playing first base, number 18, Tim Wagner. Batting fifth and designated hitting, number 24, Kevin Matos. Batting sixth and playing left field, number 12, Sean Calley. Batting seventh and catching, number 25, Tyler Belong. Batting eighth and playing shortstop, number 4, Ray Toss. Batting ninth and playing right field, number 11, Declan Walsh. And on the mound for the Lions is number 40, Aiden Cardoza. Head coach of the Lions is Eric Pavelski, assisted by Patrick Santarella, Zach Reeses, Pete Pastarosa, and Matt Milano. And now the starting lineup for your Nichols College Bison, who are joined today by Dudley Little League. Leading off and playing center field, number 3, Ben Jerome. Batting second and playing left field, number 24, Ryan Keating. Batting third and catching, number 23, Liam Flynn. Batting fourth and playing right field, number 12, Carl Miller. Batting fifth and designated hitting, number 9, Adam Pipchak. Batting sixth and playing second base, number 53, Anthony Hacker. Batting seventh and playing shortstop, number 7, Andrew Croto. Batting eighth and playing first base, number 27, Colin Hardy. Batting ninth and playing third base, number 8, Julian Galvin. And on the mound for the Bison is number 30, Alan Hinckley. Head coach of the Bison is Tim Mays, assisted by Kevin Johnson, Colby Greenhall, Nick Judice, and Jake Gibbon. The team's athletic trainer is Molly Keefe. At this time, if you please rise as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. By student-athletes, coaches, and spectators, we request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. All profanity, racial, sexist, and homophobic comments directed at officials, student-athletes, coaches, and team representatives will not be tolerated, and the grounds for removal from the site of competition. The CAA and the NCAA issue prohibits the use or possession of artificial noise makers at all competition sites. Thank you in advance for your cooperation.
Welcome everyone to the final regular season game for the Bison. They have locked up the 2 spot in playoffs and will have a first round bye. But they play Wheaton College to wrap up the season. The Nichols College Bison are 24-15 entering today. The Wheaton Lions 20-17. Today's game is sponsored by Karen Graphics. Please visit Karen Graphics for all your printing needs today. On the mound for the Bison is Alan Hinckley, in for his 11th start of the year. He's 2-1 with a 5.91 ERA in 42 2/3 innings, 38 strikeouts, and 24 walks. And to start the game, normal starters for the Bison: behind the plate, the captain Liam Flynn. At first base, Colin Hardy. At second base, Anthony Hackert. At third base, Julian Galvin. At shortstop, the veteran infielder Andrew Croto. And left to right in the outfield is Ryan Keating, Ben Jerome, and Carl Miller. It's been raining off and on all day, but we will continue on Little League Day here in Dudley. Bison looking to gain momentum going into the playoffs, trying to get their 25th win of the year. And it won't be an easy task against Wheaton, who has had the Bison number this year so far. Leading off for the Lions is Tommy Beauregard, hitting .306. This top of the lineup has been the Lions' strong suit. Really, 1 through 5 are their strongest hitters. Hinckley on the inside for ball 1 to start the game. Also inside and missed, looked just high for ball 2. The 2-0. Hinckley gets the slider in there for a strike. Wasn't finding the fastball just yet, so he goes to his off speed. There's the fastball. It goes away from Hackert and through for a leadoff single for the Lions to start the day. Not a hard hit ball, but just found the right spot. And it will bring up Robbie Lamond with a runner on first. He's hitting .306 on the year, as 4 home runs for the Lions. And a total of 21 extra base hits and 48 hits, along with 15 walks, 23 RBIs. Takes ball 1, but a good stop by Flynn prevents the runner from moving up. Beauregard is 9 for 11 on the base paths. Not a guy who's stolen a lot this year, but can get it done if necessary. Hinckley falls behind the 2-hitter, 2-0. Fastball not been the best controlled so far, as that one goes into the Lions' dugout for strike 1, fouled off. The 2-1. That's a fastball chopped onto short. Cleanly by Croto, but it will not be an out. It's an infield single, back-to-back singles for the Lions. Puts a runner in scoring position already, just after 2 batters. This brings up Casey Winsley, hitting .395 in the 3 spot. He has 5 home runs on the year, 31 RBIs, and a fair share of walks with 20. Looking for RBI 32. Shows bunt and a good changeup. Hits the corner for strike 1. Hinckley able to get ahead of the 3rd hitter he faces. A pick play to second. It goes to the outfield. Trying to get him at second and cannot, so both runners move up on the throwing error. So it's even more of a tricky situation for Alan Hinckley, the sophomore out of Winslow Lock, Connecticut. The 0-1 is up and away for ball 1. Hinckley trying to find the command here to the 3rd batter. 1-1 on the inside, misses a little bit too much. Onset inside to make the count 2-1. The 2-1 is popped up. Caught by Croto, and the run will score. It's a sac fly in no man's land, and the first run comes across the board. So the first out, but the area comes back to hurt the Bison for at least one. A great catch by Croto over the shoulder, but he was in an awkward spot, couldn't throw it home fast enough. As the first pitch to the cleanup hitter is a strike, and this brings up Tim Wagner, who's leading the Lions in average at .399. He has 6 home runs, 22 extra base hits. That's nubbed off to second, fielded cleanly, and the throw is made for out number 2. Good bounce back for Hinckley to get 2 outs after back-to-back singles to lead off the inning. There's 2 down, which now brings up the DH for today in Kevin Matos. He's hitting .306 on the year with 12 home runs, 22 extra base hits. That's on the ground to first, and a foul ball. So swinging early is Matos. Just foul for strike 1. He's looking for his 48th RBI with the runner just 90 feet away. That's fouled toward the first base line for strike 2. And Hinckley's ahead of the Lions DH, 0-2 with 2 outs. The 0-2. Tried to get him chasing up and away. Not a bad idea after Matos swinging on 2 early pitches. The 1-2. Got him swinging, showed his aggressiveness, and the out at first. For the third out, but not before the Lions strike first. We'll be back for the bottom of the first, where the Bison try and respond. We'll be back in a bit. Welcome back. The Lions able to score 1. And it's Ben Jerome to lead it off for the Bison, the usual leadoff hitter. He takes strike 1. Aiden Cardonza on the mound in for his 10th start. He's 2-5. with a 6.6 ERA and 482 and 2/3 as that's up the middle, and will sit right before the center fielder. It's a leadoff single for the Bison. As this brings up Ryan Keating, hitting .360 on the year. He has 3 home runs, 9 extra base hits, 27 RBIs, and 18 walks. So he takes strike one, but you're not going to see a lot of walks from Cardoza. Only 11 on the year. As he takes 2 quick strikes, both on fastballs down the middle. Keating has started in every game but one. They check on Jerome at first. He gets back safely. Jerome 22 for 26 on the base paths, entering the final game of the year. That one's poked foul toward the football field, and Keating stays alive for at least another pitch. Cardoza been filling up the strike zone. We await the 0-2 again as they check on Jerome. The 0-2 will wait again as they check on Jerome for the second straight time. Now we get the 0-2. Slider just missed on the outside. Good idea from Cardoza after 2 straight fastballs. Now the 1-2 to Keating. Got him on the outside, called strike 3. And there is one down. So this brings up the Bison's leader in average in Liam Flynn, just .001 points above Jerome, as they pick Jerome off for the second out. Tried to get him, Jerome trying to take off on the first pitch. And now nobody on for Liam Flynn, hitting .371. Has started every game but one. He has 6 home runs. As he takes ball 1, 21 extra base hits, 37 RBIs, and draws his fair share of walks. As he swings, pops it up to the third base line and out of play for strike 1. Flynn, a guy who normally swings early in the count but isn't afraid to draw a walk. That missed on the outside for ball 2, 2-1. The 2-1 is popped up into no man's land, but will be caught by the second baseman for the third out. It's an unorthodox 1-2-3 inning. We'll be back for the top of the second. The Lions lead 1-0. Today's game is sponsored by Karen Graphics. Please visit Karen Graphics for all your printing needs today.
Then I won $100 on a scratch-off ticket, bought 2 12-packs and a tank of gas with it. She swore they were a waste of time, all but she was wrong. I was calling number 5 on the radio station, won a 4-day, 3-night beach vacation. Deep sea senorita fishing down in Panama.
Welcome back. The Bison held scoreless after one. Lions lead 1-0. It's 6, 7, and 8 due up for them as Hinckley back on the mound. It's Sean Callie to start it off as he takes strike one. Callie hitting .209, the left fielder today for the Lions. 4 home runs, 8 extra base hits as he went. Actually, they call a foul tip for strike two. Hinckley's 0-2. Had him thinking about it, just missed low for ball one. Hinckley looking for his second strikeout. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. And it's back-to-back strikeouts for Hinckley. His 40th on the year. And a great start to the inning for the Bison. This brings up the catcher and Tyler Bellin, hitting .260 with 2 home runs. Checks his swing on the first pitch for ball one. The 1-0 is chopped onto second, right at Hackert, and hits off his glove. It will be an error. And the Lions have a 1-out base runner. So this brings up now Ray Toth, shortstop for today, hitting .252 with 3 home runs and 6 extra base hits. Takes the first pitch in the dirt. Good stop by Flynn to prevent the runner from moving up. Count goes to 1-0. Swing and a miss. Kind of a half swing for Toth as he goes at it for strike one. The 1-1 checks his swing for strike, or ball two, excuse me. Hinckley working quick, the 2-1. In the dirt, ball three, a hitter's friendly count for Toth. On a 3-1 count with the runner on. The 3-1. That's in the zone. Despite Toth's opinion, so the count runs full with 1 out. The payoff pitch, chopped onto short. The only play is the first. A quick hands by Croto to get the out, and there are 2 down. Croto been really good defensively so far. And it's a big second out. This does pitch push Bell into second for the right fielder and Declan Lush, hitting .267 in for his just 5th start of the year. That's popped to first and drops just foul, with Hardy not able to get to it in the air. Hit off the end of the bat. And it goes to strike one on the first pitch. The 0-1 pitched away for ball one. Count goes to 1-1. The 1-1. Swing and a miss for strike two. Count goes to 1-2 with Hinckley looking for his 3rd strikeout in 2 innings. 1-2. In the dirt. Good block by Flynn. Pushing the count even at 2-2. The 2-2. Got him, strike three, got him looking. It's his third strikeout through the first time through the order in just 2 innings. Bison able to keep him off the board. They're going to try and at least tie this game in the bottom of the second. We'll be back in a bit. Welcome back. 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Bison. And that starts with the senior right fielder and Carl Miller batting .350 on the year. His first pitch swinging for strike one. Had his 100th career hit in the last series against Curry in game 1. He swings and fouls that one off for strike 2, 0-2. He started every game so far this year. He will have started every game this year. 5 home runs on the year, has increased his power as that's driven to left. But not deep enough, and makes the catch is Sean Calley for the first out. And this brings up Adam Pivacek, who's in for his 23rd start of the year. He's hitting .256. That's just a soft roller back to the pitcher for a first pitch, first out. And this brings up Anthony Hackert, the sophomore second baseman, hitting .342. He takes the first pitch, not a bad idea after 2 quick outs. Cardoza's 2 quick outs in the second. He throws a changeup in there for strike 2 and another batter that he's ahead. The 0-2 to Hackert is fouled off. He stays alive. That one's fouled into the Bison bullpen. That's hit toward the middle. Stopped by the shortstop, but not able to make the throw. It's an infield single for Hackert, who bumps his .342 average. And it brings up Andrew Croto, the veteran infielder. Who's been pretty streaky this year. Had a cold start to the year, really turned it around at the halfway point. And has been on a little bit of another cold streak, but looking to break that here before playoffs. He takes strike 1. Crota with 5 extra base hits on the year. 18 walks. That's on to third. Fielded cleanly. Thrown on the first, and a good pick by Wagner for the third out. Bison go down kind of quickly. Lions still lead 1-0. We'll be back to the top of the third in a bit. Today's game is sponsored by Karen Graphics. Please visit Karen Graphics for all your printing needs today.
We have to spread out the word. I was too damn determined. Working me needed refurbish. I was up top with no service. Watches they are playing verses. They in the bushes, they lurking. Might gotta call the insurgents. She wanna fuck with a purpose. I gotta juggle my urges. Got a couple departments. Close it feel like a department. Double up over the carpet. I give all of my sermons. Yeah, we still do things down to detail. Diva and a devil. Both them bad as EL. They get quiet when he yell. Case I land my P-Pel. You locked in the prequel. Meet me at the Festi VL. Festi VL. Now I got your attention. It's wide and beating. Vow this evening. You never leaving. Clock out, we sneaking. All the demons need a reason. Up from 2 a.m. to 2 in the afternoon. It's a festival right in my room. Soon as the sun up, you know that we doom. Mary Pussle, we out to Cancun. We gon' hustle on just before we out the boom. Back outside, it ain't no time for zooms. 1.2, that's a whole lot on the room. 3.2, that's a whole lot on the room.
Welcome back. The Lions still up 1-0 after 2. Now on the mounds, pitching change brought to you by Jimmy's Pizza, just located 2 minutes from campus. Is the official food provider partner of Nichols College Athletics. Order online today for delicious pizza, subs, and more. Now on the mound, Richard Pignone. So his first pitch misses just a little high for ball 1. In for his 6th appearance, he's 0-2 with a 10.5 ERA through 6 innings. He's got 1 strikeout to 2 walks. He's got the top of the lineup, and Tommy Beauregard, who's 1 for 1. That's driven into right center, but caught by Miller for the first out. And a good start to the day for Pignone. First batter he faces gets out in just 2 pitches. So this brings up Robbie Lamond, who also had a single back in the first. He takes the first pitch in there for a strike. Count goes to 0-1. The 0-1. In there for strike 2, and Pignone is ahead. Quickly 0-2. The 0-2. Got him swinging. Grounded onto third, but it bounced foul for... Kind of helps the Bison defense. That might have been an infield single if that stayed fair. Count goes 0-2. Looks to be a bullpen day for the Bison. 2 pitchers getting warm just in case. But Pignone looking good to start the inning. The 0-2 is hit into left. Keating backs up toward the track and makes the catch just a couple feet from the wall for the second out. And 2 quick outs for Pignone out of the pen. That's hit and fouled out of play. This now brings up Casey Wesleyan with a sack fly back in the first to drive in. The only run so far for the Lions. He's up with 2 down. Nobody on. So trying to get a rally going for Wheaton. That's chopped up the middle. Fielded by Hackert. And makes the play. For the final out, a 1-2-3 inning for the Bison. They're going to try and take that momentum into the bottom of the third. We'll be back in just a bit. Welcome back. 8, 9, and 1 due up for the Bison. It starts with Colin Hardy in for his first at bat, batting .296. He's had a really good freshman year. So he takes the first pitch out for ball 1. That's a swing and a miss for strike 1. Count goes to 1-1. Hardy 5 home runs in his first collegiate season. He swings and misses for strike 2. It included 2 home runs in the last series against Curry. He's down 1-2. That's strike 3. And it's Cardoza's second strikeout. And it brings up Julian Galvin, who's still looking for his first home run as a Bison. He's batting .353. Came close to it on Friday against Curry, and he drives it the other way for a single, the third Bison hit of the day. But they have yet to get a batter off of first. As it brings up Ben Jerome, who singled to lead off the game for the Bison, but got caught stealing with a second out. So he boosts his .370 average. He takes the curveball for a called strike. Looked a little low, but called a strike nonetheless. The 0-1 is driven the other way, but caught by the right fielder in Declan Lush for the second out. As this brings up Ryan Keating, who struck out looking on a pitch he didn't necessarily agree with. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Steps up with 2 outs. As they check on Galvin at first, he gets back safely. First pitch His fastball down the middle for strike one. Keating hasn't seen a whole lot of lefty-lefty action, but he sees it today. Not go well in his first at bat, looking to change it here as he's quickly down 0-2 on 2 fastballs again. The 0-2 will wait as they check on Galvin again, who's not getting that big of a lead at first. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And despite the 1-out single, the Bison go down with 2 quick outs after that. Lions still lead 1-0 after 3. We'll be back for the top half of the 4th in a bit. Today's game is sponsored by Karen Graphics. Please visit Karen Graphics for all your printing needs today. First third of the game is brought to you by Upside Food and Drink. Upside Food and Drink located just 5 minutes from campus. Come to Upside for food, drink, and fun. Welcome back. Pitching change brought to you by Jimmy's Pizza. Now on the mound is Andrew Stein-Hubel, the 6'7" right-handed pitcher out of Waltham, Mass. He's in for his 10th appearance. He has a 13.5 ERA through 6 2/3, 7 strikeouts to just 6 walks. That's 4, 5, and 6 are due up for the Lions. As it brings up Tim Wagner, who grounded to second in his first at bat. He takes ball 1 on a fastball high. The 1-0 misses in a similar spot for ball 2. Stein-Hubel, 2 quick balls out of the pen. Make that 3. You have to find the zone in a very hitters-friendly count for Wagner. The 3-0 misses up ball 4. It's a 4-pitch walk out of the bullpen for Stein-Hubel. And it's a leadoff base runner for the Lions. And it's an early mound visit brought to you by Boston Bites. Just trying to get his reliever in check. I'll be back once the action gets going again. So this now brings in Kevin Matos, the DH. He struck out swinging. Was the first strikeout of the day for Hinckley. He's got a runner on first. That's hit into deep center. And that is out of here. It's a 2-run home run. And the game goes to a 3-run deficit on the 2-run home run from Matos. And it makes it a 3-0 game, the first extra base hit of the day. Goes to the Lions on a 2-run home run. It's Matos' 13th home run of the year. Now brings up Sean Kelly, who struck out to lead off the second inning. Takes ball 1, takes ball 2. And Steinhubel having trouble right out of the pen. 2-0 misses on the inside for ball 3, and a very hitters-friendly count once again for the Lions. The 3-0 misses up, and it's another 4-pitch walk. This time to the number 6 hitter. And we will have a pitching change, so we'll be back with you once the action gets going again.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning. In fact, it was a little bit frightening, but they fought with expert timing. They were funky Chinamen from funky Chinatown. They were chopping them up, they were chopping them down. It's an ancient Chinese art, and everybody knew their part. From a fainting to a slip, and a kicking from the hip. Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning. In fact, it was a little bit frightening. But they fought with expert timing. There was Funky Billy Chin and Little Sammy Chung. He said, "Here comes the big boss. Let's get it on." We took a bow and made a stand. Started swaying with the hand. Sudden motion made me skip. Now we're into a bandstand.
Welcome back. Pitching change brought to you by Jimmy's Pizza. Now on the mound is the junior left-hander from Acton, Mass. Nichols Willand in for his 14th appearance. He's 1-0, a 4.63 ERA through 11 2/3 innings pitched, 7 strikeouts to 12 walks. Falls behind 1-0 to Tyler Bellin, who reached on an error back in the second. Takes strike 1, the first strike. Willand throws out of the pen, just takes 2 pitches. The 1-1. Curveball in there for a strike on the inside. Count goes to 1-2. Bison pitching staff looking for their 4th K on the day. It will wait as they check on Callie at first. Gets in safely. Now the 1-2. Tried to get him on the inside, didn't bite. Count goes even. Ball doesn't go far enough for the runner to advance. The 2-2. Chopped foul, and count stays even. Hinckley working quick. It's normally how he operates. Really, most of the Bison pitchers do. Willand is a good example. The 2-2. Chopped on the ground. Only plays the first, and that will get the first out. But it will move Callie to second. For the number 8 hitter in Ray Toth. Grounded to shortstop. Back in the second. He's got a runner in scoring position, just one down. And he will get hit on the first pitch, and it'll give the Lions a second base runner.
Go hard, Will. Get the 2-ball.
Breaks out for the Bison as now the double play is back in action. Take a sec for Toth just to walk it off. And it brings up Declan Lush, who struck out looking to end the second. He's first pitch swinging. That's a shot foul. Not a play for strike one. The 0-1. Changeup that gets away. Both runners will advance. And it's now 2 runners in scoring position, just 1 down. The 1-1. So curveball that breaks back into the zone for strike 2. That goes to 1-2. Bison looking for their 4th K of the day. Curveball in the dirt, but a good block by Flynn. Evens the count up at 2-2. The 2-2 from Willand. Swung on and missed for strike 3. A drop third strike. Got the out. And there is 2 down. A big second out. As it goes back to the top of the lineup, and Tommy Beauregard. He's 1 for 2. Flew out to right. And his last at bat, he's got second and third, 2 outs. That pitch missed on the inside for ball 1. Didn't miss by much. The 1-0. In a very similar spot for a strike this time. The count goes to 1-1. The 1-1. He's up the middle. Fielded cleanly by Croto and on the first, so the Bison escape even more damage. But the Lions strike 2 with a 2-run home run from Matos. The Bison need to start striking back. We'll be back for the bottom of the fourth in a bit. Welcome back to the game. The Lions tacked on 2 more to make it 3-0. It's 3, 4, and 5 due up for the Bison. That starts with Liam Flynn, who popped out in no man's land for to end the first. He's first pitch swinging for a single. The 4th hit for the Bison today. All have been singles. And it's a leadoff base runner. Brings up Carl Miller, who flied out to left to start the second. He's got a leadoff base runner to work with. That's popped up into center. Caught by Lyons for the first out. And this brings up the DH, Adam Pivacek, grounded back to the pitcher on the first pitch he saw back in the second. He's first pitch swinging again into right center. And caught by Lamond again for the second out. So it brings up Anthony Hackert, who singled back in the second. A check on Flynn at first. He gets back safely. Bison have gotten a hit in each inning, but have not been able to get past first base. A check on Flynn again. He gets back safely. Catcher, not a guy who typically will steal a base. So a little bit of a short lead at first. First pitch to Hackert in there for a strike on the curveball. That's chopped on to short. Fielded cleanly and thrown on to first. It's another single that the Bison can't do anything with. It's a ground out to short to end the inning. We'll be back for the top of the fifth in a bit. Today's game is sponsored by Karen Graphics. Please visit Karen Graphics for all your printing needs today.
Sweep the streets.
Welcome back. A pitch change brought to you by Jimmy's Pizza. Dalton Holbrook, the freshman out of Texas, in on the mound for his 10th appearance. He's 2-1 with a 5.08 ERA, 28 and a thirds inning pitched, and 21 strikeouts to just 9 walks as he throws ball 1 on a pitch that didn't miss by much. He's got Robbie Lemons to start the inning. That's a shot foul and out of play for strike 1. 2, 3, and 4 due up for the Lions in this inning. They've already got a 3-0 lead. The 1-1. Tried to get him on the outside. To no prevail. That's popped up. And caught by Hardy! What a catch from the freshman first baseman! Jumping over the wall to make the catch. Looks like an outfielder there for the first out. A great defensive play by Hardy to get the first out. At strike 1 to the 3-hitter in Casey Wesleyan. Or Wensley, excuse me. He's 0 for 1, hit a ground out to second in his last at bat. That's chopped to first, but foul for strike 2. The 0-2 tried to get him looking on the outside, missed for ball 1. A good pitch by Holbrook. Pushes the count to 1-2. The 1-2 got him swinging and missing for strike 3. The 5th strikeout on the day for the Bison pitching staff. And they're 2 down. This brings up Tim Wagner, who's 0 for 1, walked and scored in his last at bat. First pitch he sees is outside and low for ball 1. It's a 1-0 count. The 1-0 missed on the inside, tried to go with the curve. Just broke too much for ball 2. The 2-0 is driven for a 2-out single. 4th hit on the day for the Lions. And it brings up the dangerous DH and Kevin Matos, who hit a 2-run homer in the previous inning to break this game open just a little bit more. He's got a lefty-lefty. Fouls that one back for strike 1. Holbrook able to get ahead of batters. The only one he hadn't was to Wagner. The 0-1, he draws the bunt. It's fair, but a good pop-up by Flynn to get the out. It's 3 outs, another 0 on the board for the Bison pitching staff. We'll be back to you in the bottom of the 5th, where the Bison try and respond. Dream Bat Company is the official wood bat of Nichols College Baseball. Visit www.dreambats.com to learn more.
just beginning. The pen's in my hand, ending unplanned. Staring at the blank page before you. Open up the dirty window. Let the sun illuminate the words that you could not find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions. Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you. Only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken. Live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins. The rest is still unwritten. Yeah.
Welcome back. 7, 8, and 9 due up for the Bison with Cardoza still on the mound. It starts with Andrew Croto grounded to third to end the second inning. He takes ball 1. That pitch missed on the inside. Bellin wanted that more on the outside. It's ball 2. Ackerbuzz drops in there for a strike on the slider. And the first strike, it's 2-1. That fastball misses just up. For ball 3, a hitter's friendly count to the veteran infielder and Andrew Croto. That's shot and gets through. A leadoff single for the Bison. Their 5th hit on the day, all singles. This brings up Colin Hardy, who struck out looking in his first at bat. He's got a leadoff single to work with. The Bison have still yet to be able to get a runner past first. Hardy went for strike 1. 5 singles for the Bison, but none of them have advanced. That pitch, a good block by Bellin for ball 1. The 1-1 from Hardy, who pops that one up to center. Raymond will make the catch for the first out. And there's one down. This brings up Julian Galvin, who laced a single in his first at bat the other way. Bison could use that here, looking for their first runner in scoring position. That pitch missed on the outside for ball 1. The 1-0. His curveball drops in there for a strike. The 1-1. That one's popped up into shallow right field. Lush makes the catch for the second out, and after the leadoff single, it's 2 quick outs. So this brings up the leadoff hitter in Ben Jerome. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Checks on Croto at first, not a guy who usually takes off. We still await the first pitch to the Bison center fielder. Flew out to right in his last at bat back in the 3rd. They check on Croto again, he gets back safely. The 0-0. That's laced into right and will get down. So it's the first time in the game the Bison get 2 hits in an inning. And the Bison have their first runner in scoring position. It took them to the bottom of the 5th. This brings up Ryan Keating, who's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Still in a lefty-lefty battle. Looking to drive in the Bison's first run. He takes a fastball on the outside for strike 1. And Keating disagreed with that one. The 0-1. On the outside for ball 1, just missed low. Count goes even at 1 apiece. The 1-1 misses on the outside. They're attacking Keating on the outside. Count goes to 2-1. The 2-1 is swung on to left field. That will get down. They're going to try and score Croto. And he's in there for the first run. It's another single, this time an RBI single. Drives in Croto, and it's the first run for the Bison. And this brings up Liam Flynn, who's 1 for 2. Singled in his last at bat. And the Bison have finally struck. It took to the bottom of the 5th. First pitch swinging, pops that one up. Into shallow right center. Caught by Lemons for the out, but the Bison able to strike. Score now 3-1. We'll be back for the top of the 6th in just a bit. Today's game is sponsored by Karen Graphics. Please visit Karen Graphics for all your printing needs today. Welcome back. Dalton Holbrook still on the mound. In for his second inning of work, the Bison finally struck home a run to make it 3-1. It's 6, 7, 8 due up for the Lions. As Callie chops it to second. Quick hands by Hackert for the first out. 1 pitch, 1 out here to start the 6th. This brings up Tyler Bellin, 0 for 2 on the day. He grounded to third in his last at bat. Curveball missed low for ball 1. Good breaking ball, but just broke too much. Tries to tunnel that with the fastball, missed outside for ball 2. The 2-0. Fastball lined up the middle, but right at Jerome for the second out. 2 quick outs. It brings up Ray Toth, who got hit by a pitch on the first pitch in his last at bat. He's got 2 outs and nobody on. First pitch swinging into shallow center. Almost caught by Jerome. And it's a 2-out single for the Lions. Their 5th hit on the day. It brings up the number 9 hitter in Declan Lush, who's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. The 0-0 is in there for a strike. Count. Holbrook filling up the strike zone in his outing today. The 0-1 is popped up and out of play into the woods for strike 2. Quickly 0-2 to the number 9 hitter. The 0-2. Fastball insanely high and away for ball 1. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The 6th strikeout for the Bison pitching staff today. They put another 0 on the board. It's 3-1 in the bottom of the 7th in a bit. Bottom of the 6th in just a bit.
A game that I hate to lose, and I'm feeling the strain. Oh, ain't shame. Oh, give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. I wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. Give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. I wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. Won't you take me away? Beginning to think that I'm wasting time. I don't understand the things I do. The world outside looks so unkind. And I'm counting on you. You can carry me through. Oh, give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. I wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. Give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. I wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. Won't you take me away?
Welcome back. Pitching change brought to you by Jimmy's Pizza. Now on the mound for the Lions is the junior and Chris Card, Bonara. In for his 11th appearance, he's 0-2 with a 6.75 ERA. 26 and 2/3 innings pitched as he throws strike 1 right out of the pen. 27 strikeouts to 16 walks. He's got Miller, Pivotchek, and Hackert due up. And he's ahead of Miller 0-2. Miller looking for his first hit of the day. 2 flyouts to the outfield on the day so far for him. The 0-2, a fastball misses up for ball one. The 1-2, a curveball just stayed too much up. Didn't break enough for ball two, evens the count. The 2-2. Miller just able to foul it off for what would normally be a strike, but keeps the count even. Miller never an easy out. The 2-2. That's hit. And right at the second baseman for the first out. As this brings up the DH, Adam Pivacek, 0 for 2. Flew out to center in his last at bat. And he's first pitch swinging, fouls that back for strike one. The 0-1, a curveball stays too much up for ball one. The 1-1. Back to the curveball this time, in there for a strike. The 1-2. Called strike three despite Pivacek's thoughts. And they're 2 down. Fourth strikeout on the day for the Lions pitching staff. That brings up Anthony Hackert with 2 down. This curveball drops in there for a strike on the high and inside corner. The 0-1 back to the curveball in there for a strike, and Carbonara has been leaning towards the curve pretty often. The 0-2. Fastball called strike three. That ends the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts lookings, the 5th for the Lions pitching staff, and we'll be back for the top half of the 7th in a bit. Back third is brought to you by the Bison Club, the official athletic booster club of Nichols College. Please consider joining today and helping one of our 24 varsity athletic programs inch closer to a conference championship. Your support gives our student athletes the best chance for victory, both on and off the field. With different levels of giving, you're sure to find one that works for you. Please visit nicholsathletics.com/Bison Club today and become a game changer. Welcome back. Pitching change brought to you by Jimmy's Pizza. Now on the mound, Mitch Brown in for his 8th appearance. He has an 8.03 ERA in just 12 and 1/3 innings pitched. He's got 7 strikeouts and 12 walks. And he's got the top of the order to deal with. It's Tommy Beauregard, who's 1 for 3 on the day. His first pitch swinging in there for strike one. The 0-1. Misses low for ball one. Evens the count at 1-1. Add in there for a strike on the front door slider ahead of the second baseman. 1-2. Popped out of play and the count stays at 1-2. The 1-2. That's hit into left. Keating will make the catch for the first out. And despite the fight, there is one down. This brings up Robbie Lemons. He's 1 for 3. He popped out on an amazing catch from Hardy in his last at bat. Another front door slider in there for a strike. Goes back to the slider, and that's shot into left. A wide turn. But a good throw by Keating prevents him from moving up. It's a one-out single, the 6th hit on the day for the Lions. So this brings up Casey Wensley, who's 0 for 2, struck out swinging in his last at bat. He comes up with the runner on first. Takes ball one. The 1-0 misses low again for ball two. Count leaning in toward of the hitter's favor at 2-0. Goes back again low for ball three. It's a very hitter's friendly count to Wesley. The 3-0. Fastball that can't hit the zone. It's a 4-pitch walk to make it second and third, or first and second, excuse me. Mound visit from Liam Flynn, brought to you by Boston Bites. Trying to get his pitcher to lock back in. Springs up the cleanup hitter and Tim Wagner. He's 1 for 2 on the day, singled in his last at bat. He also has a walk. First pitch from Brown. A front door slider in there for a strike. He's been leaning that early in counts, and it's been working so far for him. The 0-1. Missed upstairs for ball one. It's a 1-1 count. The 1-1. Front door slider popped in the air, deep left field. But caught by Keating for the second out. It's a good bounce back at bat for Mitch Brown.
Hey, Mitch.
So this brings up Kevin Matos, 1 for 3 on the day with a home run. That was back in the 4th. He's got 2 runners on, 2 down. First pitch swinging, that one's chopped into the Lions dugout for strike one. The 0-1. Tried to get him chasing on the fastball. To no prevail, it's a 1-1 count. The 1-1. Tried the backdoor, the slider just missed low. Count goes to 2-1. The 2-1 is Lyons foul into first base side of the woods. And the count goes even at 2-2 with 2 outs and 2 runners on in this 2-run game. Tried to get a back pick on at second. He gets back safely. Lamond at second. Wensley at first. The 2-2 from Brown. Fastball just missed outside for ball 3. Looked like a strike. And the count goes full, so both runners will be off. The 3-2. Chopped on the ground to first. Fielded cleanly. And safe, a run will score. Mayo wants to come out. So on what should have been strike 3 right now is an error. That will plate home the 4th Lion run. Bison think he stepped on the bag. So the umpires will meet. We'll be back once they have a ruling. So the ruling is safe, so it's an RBI single. The 7th hit of the game for the Lions makes it 4-1. So a tough at bat for the Bison where they thought they had strike 3 to get out of the inning. Ends with a single to score a run. And now it's runners on the corners for Sean Calley, 0 for 2 on the day. That's popped up and out of play for strike 1. It's landing just a bit behind us. So an early strike from Brown after the conference from the umpires. That one's popped into left. That should end the inning. Keating will make the catch for the final out, but the Lions tack on 1. We'll be back for the bottom of the 7th, where the Bison try and get this game closer to even.
Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky like shooting stars? I could really use a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now. Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky like shooting stars? I could really use a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now. Yeah. by the end of the night. That airplane from the night sky like shooting stars. I can really use a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now. Can we pretend that airplanes from the night sky like shooting stars? I can really use a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now. Yeah, somebody take me back to the days before this was a job, before I got paid, before it ever mattered what I had in my bank. Yeah, back when I was trying to get it.
Now batting number 7, Andrew Soto.
Welcome back to a 3-run deficit. And it's 7, 8, and 9 due up for the Bison. As that strike 1, Carbonara back on the mound. That's chopped to short, fielded cleanly, and the throw is made for out number 1.
Now batting number 27, Colin Hardy.
This brings up Colin Hardy, who's hitless today. Flew out to center in his last at bat. He's looking to get something going. That's strike 1. Even though the catcher was set on the outside. That pitch misses high for ball 1. The 1-1. That pitch misses for strike 2. Didn't miss by much. Count goes to 2-1. 2-1 misses up, and a hitter's friendly count for Colin Hardy, looking to get on for the first time. Swing and a miss, 4, strike 2 fills the count. The 3-2 misses ball 4, and the Bison have a 1-out base runner. On their first walk of the day. This brings up Julian Galvin, 1 for 2, flew out to right in his last at bat. That's grounded to third, that's fair. And they call a double play. For now, they want a foul off Galvin's foot. It was weirdly soft. For right now, it's a double play. We'll wait for the umpire's ruling. And it will be a foul ball. So it will be strike 1.
Let's go, Jules.
So 0-1 count instead of a double play. Keeps the inning alive for the Bison, and Galvin a second chance. One in the dirt. Good block by Bellin for ball 1. The 1-1 misses upstairs for ball 2. The 2-1 count to Galvin with 1 out. A runner on first. That's fouled. A shot That goes just above the Lions dugout for strike 2, evens the count. The 2-2. Up the middle, stopped by the pitcher. But the only play is the first. It's a ground out, but it advances the runner. The second runner in scoring position for the Bison. So through 6 2/3, the Bison have only had 2 runners in scoring position. The first one did score. It brings up Ben Jerome, who hit an RBI single. He's 2 for 3, takes strike 1. The 0-1. Curveball missed just a little up for ball 1. Count goes to 1-1. The 1-1. Curveball hit the other way. Will get down. They're going to send Hardy. And the run will score. The Bison with another RBI single. And there's now the second run on the board. And Jerome advances on the throw home. So far, the Bison are still perfect with runners in scoring position. We'll have a mound visit brought to you by Boston Bites. It will be a pitching change, so we'll be back with you once the action gets going again. Welcome back. Hitching Change brought to you by Jimmy's Pizza. It's Liam Goldwith in for his 18th appearance on the year. He's 1-4, 5.16 ERA in 22 2/3 innings. 26 strikeouts to 4 walks. Brings up Ryan Keating with the runner in scoring position. He's 1 for 3. He's first pitch swinging, fouls that off for strike 1. Back to a 2-run game after the RBI single from Ben Jerome. Yeah, one is down the middle for strike 2. And Keating sees another at bat that goes 0-2. Has been in each one so far. 0-2. On the ground is short. A favorable bounce for the shortstop. And a ground out to short to end the inning, but the Bison strike back with one. So now 4-2 as we go to the final 2 innings. We'll be back in just a little bit. Today's broadcast is sponsored by Karen Graphics. Please visit Karen Graphics for all your printing needs today. Welcome back. Mitch Brown back on the mound as he faces 7, 8, and 9. It's Tyler Bellin in. He's 0 for 3. Flew out to center in his last at bat. He throws a strike for the first pitch of the 8th. He's another guy that likes to work quick in this Bison staff. Tried to go to the slider on the outside. Just a bit too much on the outside for ball 1. That's a front door slider in there for a strike. And Brown is ahead to the Lyons catcher. 1-2. 1-2's popped up into the infield. Called off by Hackert. And makes the catch for the first out. Quick first out on just 4 pitches, and there's 1 down. So this now brings up the shortstop in Ray Toth. 1 for 2 on the day. Also got hit by a pitch. They said he didn't go for ball 1. Front door slider in there for a strike. That one's popped up, but out of play, so it goes to 1-2. One, two. That's hit into left center. Jerome will make a diving catch for the second out. What a catch by Jerome. And the Bison have been showing off defensively. And it makes it 2 down. A great catch by Jerome, showing off his speed. This brings up Declan Lush, who is 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. That pitch misses on the outside, 2-0. That pitch also misses on the inside, not by much, 3-0. A 4-pitch walk to the number 9 hitter, and it flips the lineup to Tommy Beauregard, who is 1 for 4 on the day. First pitch to the leadoff hitter, in there for a strike on the slider. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike two. Quickly 0-2 to the leadoff hitter. They're looking for their 7th strikeout as a pitching staff. The 0-2. Fastball in there, strike three. And that ends the inning. The 7th strikeout for the Bison as a pitching staff. They're down to their last 6 outs. Down 2. We'll be back for the bottom of the 8th in a bit. Put it in the Google Translate. So I could try it. Welcome back on the mound. The Bison down to the last 6 outs. It's 3, 4, and 5 due up. And it starts with Liam Flynn, who's 1 for 3 on the day. Flew out to center in his last at bat. He's first pitch swinging. That's popped up and out of play for strike one. The 0-1. Missed outside. Count goes even. The 1-1 is popped up shallow left field. And the left fielder and Sean Cowley makes the catch for the first out. So this brings up Carl Miller, who's looking for his first hit on the day. He's 0 for 3, lined out to second in his last at bat. He's first pitch swinging. That's fouled off for strike one. The 0-1 missed for ball one, brings the count to 1-1. The 1-1 from the right-hander is fouled off for strike two. Count goes to 1-2.
Hey, Carl, hey, Carl.
The 1-2 is hit into right center, and caught by Lush just a couple feet from the wall for the second out. And this brings up the DH, Adam Pivacek, also looking for his first hit on the day. He struck out looking in his last at bat, trying to get a 2-out rally here for the Bison. He takes ball one. That misses ball 2 just high. And it brings a 2-0 count. The 2-0 to Pivacek is a swing and a miss. Might have helped him out there. And the count goes to 2-1. The 2-1 is popped up. Shortstop calls it off and makes the catch. Bison not able to get anything. A 1-2-3 inning. We'll be back for the top half of the ninth in a bit.
So funny, Taylor. So funny.
Drowning deep in my sea of loneliness, broken your serpentine name. Will you give it to me? It seems what's left of my human side is slowly changing in me. Will you give it to me? Looking in my own reflection, when suddenly it changes, violently it changes. Oh no, there is no turning back now. Woken up the demon in me. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Open up your hate and look at the one I make. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. You must get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. This is the
Welcome back. Pitching change brought to you by Jimmy's Pizza. Now on the mound is Jonathan Brzezicki in for his 14th appearance. He's got a 3 ERA in 12 innings with 8 strikeouts and 9 walks, as he has 2, 3, and 4. 2 up. That's Robbie Lamons now up to the plate. He takes ball 1. 2 for 4 on the day. Tried to check his swing, but it's fouled. 4 strike 1. Count goes to 1-1. The 1-1 is popped up. Hardy over, but cannot make a jumping catch this time. It's out of play. The count goes to 1-2. The 1-2. Bison looking for their 8th K as a pitching staff. That's hit into left. Deep, but caught by Keating for the first out. So this brings up Casey Wensley. He's 0 for 2. He walked in his last at bat. First pitch swinging, fouls that one off. 4 strike 1. Bison looking to get their bats up only down 2. They've gotten 1 out so far. The 0-1. Fouled into the mitt for strike 2. And Brzezicki is ahead of another batter.
Keep filling it up, Zach.
The 0-2. Tried to get him chasing on the fastball up and away, no to prevail. The 1-2. Chopped on the ground to first, fielded cleanly, and Hardy beats him to the bag for the second out. And 2 down for the cleanup hitter and Tim Wagner, who's 1 for 3 on the day with the walk. Zeki 2 quick outs, both put in play. That pitch misses out and low for ball 1. The 1-0 is a swing and a miss on the fastball for strike 1. He evens the count. The 1-1. It's a fastball. Fouled off down the third base line for strike 2, and another 2-strike count where Brzezicki is ahead. The 1-2. Strike 3. The Bison have 8 strikeouts on the day. They're down 2, down to their final 3 outs of the regular season. We'll be back with you where the Bison try and rally. Today's game is sponsored by Karen Graphics. Please visit Karen Graphics for all your printing needs today. Welcome back. Pitching change brought to you by Jimmy's Pizza. Now on the mound to close out the game, Josh Fisher. In for his 14th appearance, he has 8 saves, a 1.84 ERA, 26 strikeouts, and 6 walks. It's 6-9-8, 6-7-8 due up for the Bison. Starts with Anthony Hackert, 1 for 3 on the day. First pitch swinging, fouls that off for strike 1. The Lions have filled the strike zone early and often. The Bison weren't able to get going till late. Scored in the bottom of the 5th and bottom of the 7th. That missed up by just a bit for ball 1. The 1-1. Missed upstairs, ball 2. Starting to get to a hitter's friendly count for Hackert. The 2-1. Chopped on the ground. Fair ball. Good play at third. And the out. What a play by Casey Wesley for the first out. It brings up Andrew Croto with the Bison now down to their final 2 outs of the regular season. Swing and a miss for strike 1. The 0-1. Popped foul for strike 2 off the catcher's helmet. And Croto's quickly down 0-2. He's 1 for 3 on the day. 2 groundouts and a single. He scored the first run, so this will be a good starting point for the Bison. The 0-2. He's chopped on the ground underneath the pitcher's glove and will get through. It's a 1-out single for Andrew Croto. The Bison's 9th hit on the day. It's not been that much of a hitting day compared to previous games. It brings up Colin Hardy looking for his first hit on the day. First pitch is popped out of play for strike 1. Hardy with 5 home runs so far in his first collegiate season. Has been a really big part of this Bison offense. The 0-1 misses outside for ball 1. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And it's a 1-2 count to the freshman first baseman and Colin Hardy. Trying to get his first hit of the day. He's down 1-2 against Wheaton's closer. The 2-strike offering. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And the Bison are down to their final out of the year. Brings up Julian Galvin, who's 1 for 3, looking to keep the regular season alive for the Bison. First pitch swinging, fouls that one off for strike 1. The 0-1, runner takes off. It's a hit and run. That one fouled out of play for strike 2, and Galvin down 0-2. The 0-2 runners off, a hit up the middle, gets through, and the tying run is on first base with a 1-out single. Or 2-out single, excuse me. It's the Bison's 10th hit of the day. The Bison are out hitting the Lyons 10-7. There will be a pinch runner for Galvin. It is Andrew Rocca. So let's see if they try and get him in scoring position. It brings up Ben Jerome, who's 3 for 4 on the day. Tying run is on first, so the Bison aren't going down easy. First pitch is fouled off for strike 1. And it's 0-1. The 0-1 to the leadoff hitter for the Bison. He's fouled off, may have helped him out there. It's another batter down 0-2.
Hey, Rob. Big dog up there, 3.
So the Bison down to their final strike. Trying to keep their regular season alive. The 0-2, runners off. And that's fouled off. Jerome stays alive for another pitch. The 0-2 again. That's hit up the middle. That's going to get down. One run scores, and the tying run goes 90 feet away. The Bison are still alive. So this brings up Ryan Keating, 1 for 4 on the day, in a big at-bat here.
Hey, Keith!
Tying run just 90 feet away. He's got to do it lefty-lefty. That's up the middle. Fielded cleanly at short. And that's the final out. The Bison put up a fight, but they go down by a score of 4-3 to end their season. The Bison finished the 2025 campaign 24-16. The Lions 21-17. Bison have the 2 spot in the playoffs, so have home field advantage and a first round bye. Their first playoff game will be on Thursday, and we are waiting to see the matchup. I've been your play-by-play commentator, John Hawkins. That has been the Bison's regular season for 2025. We'll see you in the playoffs. Thank you for watching.